Good morning, fellow conservatives. Carrie from down in Texas on this glorious Sunday. Wanted to do a recap today before I go in next week to talking about all of these failed policies. I wanted to just do a summary of her complete and total. I'm lost for words for her. They've all been said. But here's what I'm noticing with this Kamala Harris. We've been hearing for months and months and years that the economy's great. What are we talking about? We don't have an economy? We don't have any problems. Biden economics has worked and things are just hunky-dory. Oh, and then the assassination attempt happens. And then the Republican National Convention happens. And Trump gets this massive bump because the American people are impressed that this man was shot. Yes, he was shot. It was admitted he was shot. It is not some glass or some fairy that came and hit him in the ear. He was shot. There was an attempted assassination on the man. He stood up and he said to every single person watching him, fight for your America, fight for what you know is right. And people resonate with that. People connect with that because we are in a fight. We're in a fight for our financial life. Oh, but Kamala and the current president, which, by the way, does anybody know where the hell he is?
Vacationing.
All of a sudden, she's now saying, oh, we're going to tackle inflation. That's going to be our number one priority day one. I thought you said we didn't have inflation. I thought you said everything was great. So do you change your positions each day? I'm getting whiplash trying to follow you here. Do you change your positions each day or, oh, I know what it is. You have finally figured out that what Donald Trump has been saying and what Donald Trump for 4 years actually works. So you don't have any of your own efforts to run on because you haven't done a damn thing in the 4 years that you've been vice president of this land. Nothing. You can't control the borders, whether or not you're the border czar or not, which you were, and there's video to prove you were. You didn't do a damn thing. You let hundreds, thousands, millions of illegal aliens walk through that border, murder American citizens, and now, all of a sudden, you're going to change that too? Where the hell you been for the last 4 years? I want to know how you're going to look at those families of those young girls here in Houston that were raped violently, and murdered with no life. They're gone, stolen before they even got to age 12. How are you going to look at those families now and say, oh, we need to fix it? When should have fixed it, all you had to do was finish what was started. All you had to do was finish what Trump started. But no, you can't do that because of your personal hatred for this man. This is a personal issue. This is not a skill issue or an experience issue. The people on the left, this is a personal vendetta because they don't like the man's personality. That's what this all is about. And because he's an outsider and he knows the crap and the bullshit that you people pull. He knows and he's exposing the corruption from the elitist left. That's why you hate him. So Kamala, I would like to know today, Sunday, August the 11th of 2024, what are your new policies today? What are you saying today? What have you changed today? Because you change your position from one day to the next. It's no wonder nobody knows what the hell you stand for because you don't have any. You steal them. You steal them from President Trump because you know his policies worked. And you cannot say today that we are better off than we were 4 years ago. It's impossible. There's not one poll, not one fact that supports that stupid ideology that we are better today than we were 4 years ago. So you don't have any choice but to steal somebody else's platform and change yours one day at a time, in hopes maybe that the American people are stupid enough to fall for it. And you know, the people that you isolated and you threw away their votes in the primaries, I'd be hot as a hornet. And you know what? There's a lot of those Democrats that don't agree with what you did. There's a lot of Democrats that don't agree that an American coup by removing Biden was right either. He doesn't even agree with it. But he won't say that because the powerful people behind the Democratic Party will make his life miserable if he does. And those people aren't considered thugs. I think that's the epitome of a thug, is what they've done. So all those delegates whose vote don't mean a damn thing now, they're leaving the Democratic Party because you do not stand for democracy. People's voices don't matter. You prove that by circumventing their vote. You also proved it before then when you stole the 2020 election. All those people that didn't believe that back then, they're now believing it because there's proof now. You've demonstrated by your actions that you did that. So congratulations. And let us know today where you stand on your issues, because I'm sure they've changed since yesterday. They change every day like the direction of the wind. Which, oh, by the way, yeah, that's another thing. You actually think that that's going to give us all the power that we need and become dependent on tyrants around the world to give us the energy that we need? That's a really great policy, that one. Why wouldn't we want to be self-dependent and drill in our own backyard? We have so much oil under our feet. We will never have to buy it from another country, ever. And it would put the energy workers back to work. But that doesn't fit their pocketbooks, does it? No. Because then that takes away the money that they've been given by those foreign entities. Yeah, the American people are finally starting to realize exactly who the Democrats are and exactly what they do. And the mechanism of delivering their propaganda is actually starting to turn on themselves because they're starting to realize that they're part of a big problem which could eventually destroy this land, and maybe they don't want to be a part of it. Finally, ding, 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 the bells are going off, maybe? So let us know. What's your position today? We'd love to know. We would really love to know. Oh, and just make sure that they're your own and not Donald Trump's. We already know those work. But you can't have them because you can't steal them. And the American people know what you're doing. So, fellow conservatives, pass this along down the line and make sure we are posting messages every day until the election so we can make sure that Donald Trump is reelected in November. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend. And God save and bless the United States of America.